Hello everyone, myself Mit Sangani. I'm here to present our project which is Expense Manager. I'm from Nirma University and final year student. I'm here with my team to present our project on application development framework. Myself Mit Sangani, my roll number is 20BC 522.
Myself, Siddheshwari Motivaras. My roll number is 20BC 516.
Myself, Dhruti Thakrar, my roll number is 20BC 506.
Okay, so let's quickly start with our project. So here is the first page that comes up when we run our project. Here there are three graffitis showing features we are providing, that is track your expense, manage expense, as well as set your budget. So from here we can sign up a new user. So let's quickly add a new user with name ABCD. Email is abcd@gmail.com. Password is somewhat easier to remember. So we are using 120. So let's get signed up. A new user will be added over the database, which will see in future, like after completing our whole presentation, we will see that in admin module. So right now I am logging through my account where some of the expenses are already added. So let's quickly get into the code where we are registering as well as logging the user. So in the views.py there will be a login function to log in a user where we are using authenticate function, which is default function of Django that Django provides for user authentication. So after checking that user is in database or not, we will directly call a function which is auth login. After that, user is logged into the system. Or otherwise, if user is not already having any account, then it will be rendering an error. So let's check out register module. So here is a function for register. So it will fetch all the data from the fields. After that, it will be storing it over the admin mode or storing it over the user model. So we are using default model provided by Django, that is user model. So after that, we save the data in database and returning redirecting to the dashboard page. So this is the dashboard page.
So this is the dashboard. This website is created dynamically. So in navbar we have a different modules like dashboard, manage expense, add expense, schedule expense, settings and logout. So in dashboard we can see three graph. One is for the last 7 days expense. One graph is representing expense of a last year, that is up to 2021, and one graph is representing the last 5 year expense. We are also displaying the total budget. Currently we have 5,000 rupees. Then we are representing remaining budget. Currently it is 2,700. Number of expenses, we have 4 expenses, and the total that we have purchased, the expense currently we have paid 2,300. So this is the table and the list of expenses that we have made. This is the icon that is mapped by its own category. By clicking on the education, we can edit the expense. We can change the pricing, we can change the category, can change the note, and can also change the date. And then we have to click on save, and it will redirect into a manage expense module. We can also add the expenses. Here we can add pricing, the category. We can add the description about the category. We can select the date, and we can add.
So after adding expense, we are redirected to the manage expense module where we are able to see three cards. First card shows number of expenses. Second one shows the remaining budget. And the last one is for showing the total expenses of a user. Then we have whole list of expenses. We have provided many filters as shown here. Default one will show the list as it is. Second one will show the list of today's expenses. Next one will show the expense of current month. And we have filter by category where we can select category in order to show the expense of that category. We can also show the list in descending order by clicking on this. At last, we can display expenses within a date range as shown here. We can also delete expense by clicking on the red bin icon provided search bar to search for the particular expense with the help of category or description. Then next module is schedule expense. This module is useful when we already know that we are going to spend money on a particular day, daily or monthly on any product. By clicking on plus, we can schedule a new expense where we have to add amount. Then we have to add a description followed by date and repeat criteria such as no repeat, which will only schedule the expense once every day, every week, every month as per requirements. Now the schedule expense will be displayed here. We can edit as well as delete this from here.
So the last module is settings, where we can edit the user information from here. We can also reset the password. We can change the currency from rupees to dollar, euro, or any other currency. After that, we can add categories. We have some sort of categories already listed. If a user want to add new category, he can do from here. After that, we can add budget from here. We have already added 5,000 rupees as our budget.
In clear all the expenses will be cleared. In a backup, it will download in a JSON format, and in a restore, where the JSON file is uploaded, from there it will be restored. It will restore the data.
Okay, so let's log out and let's quickly go through the code. So basically, we first saw the dashboard. So this is the template for dashboard where we are using variables that are being passed from the views. So the dashboard will be rendered from here where we have to search. Okay, so here is the function for dashboard. So these are some of the lists that we have used for making our graph. So we have used charts.js to plot our graph. So here are some of the code to fetch the date and populate the list with dates as well as the amount. After that, we are passing all the parameters as a dictionary over here. So here are some of the parameters that we have passed, which is graph, budget, then transaction data, number of expenses, etc. So in order to access these parameters, we are using opening and double opening and closing brackets. So first we'll load the content and then we'll iterate through the expenses that will be displayed as in the form of list. So here is the code for dashboard. Same as we have manage expense, we have login register that I already shown. We have schedule expense, we have forms for add budget, add category, add expenses. These are some of the front end parts. We have to focus on use.py. So this is the code for backup data. As we have already said, the backup data is stored in the form of JSON on our local computer. So this will store as a JSON file. After that, we have restore data. So we have choose a location which is downloads. So from there only it will fetch the JSON file, it will load the JSON data, and it will be used to populate the data in the database. After that we will be getting the same data. So here is the login register. After that we have dashboard that we have already talked about. We have manage expense. Here we have used three cards. So basically some of the information are required that we have taken from objects in the form of objects, and the filters are like user ID. For a particular user only we want that data. So this is the code for manage expense. You have passed few parameters rendered in form of template. This is edit expense. So these are some of the hard coded stuff. So that's all. We have done our project. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.